Stoicism preaches that someone's opinion of you should not necessarily be your concern, for you have no control over that. What they are saying about you is either it's either true, where if it's true, then you should work on yourself. It's a lie, then why would you worry about a lie? Or it's misinformed. Whether it's a lie or it's misinformed, if a person doesn't want to understand you, why waste your time? There are plenty of people, billions of people on the planet, millions of people in the country that I live in, and billions of people on the planet that you can converse with. Person doesn't want to know you, well, that's their loss. People will do that. People will absolutely pull the rug out from under you, and life itself will pull the rug out from under you. Or at least life has pulled the rug out from under me several times. But I still have not, if I'm going to be even-handed, have a better life than most human beings around the world. You used to be able to look at Nation Master and look at people's income and how little money they make and the limited resources they have. And maybe they're happier with those limited resources. There was an immigrant from Africa, and he said the poor, homeless in America are far more lonely than they were in his country of Africa. Now, of course, he did choose to be here, but I think to a degree, perhaps being homeless in America is worse, maybe than death, because it's a very lonely existence. And there was a time, and maybe it was out of my pride and my ego, saying that, we don't need anybody, shouldn't need anyone's love. I now think perhaps a little bit differently as I examine it. I used to believe, just because I believe that we were born free, but we're not born free. We are born dependent. From the moment of fertilization, we were born dependent upon our mother's nutrients. And then when we were born, we were, dependent upon our parents. Our parents for survival. So the person has complete control. And there are people that have absolute control of society. And that umbilical cord on the economy, someone can absolutely cut that off in today's society if they don't like what you say. They can put you on film. They can get you fired. And really and truly, you have no due process or saying if you are terminated from your job. And this is the age in which we're living in today. And we're living in an age where there are a lot of individuals who do not want to hear you speak, and they find that your speech is dangerous. I guess there are places that are free in America where you can speak your mind, but the internet certainly isn't free. I mean, all you have to do is observe and look that there are factions in control here that do not believe in the information age. They believe that certain information is too dangerous. Certain views are too dangerous to be spouted out openly and publicly. The church of reality is not allowed. And human beings always strive for a better life. That's why so many human beings come to the country in which I live in, the United States of America, for a better standard of living. And I do believe that most people, when they do travel and they make a permanent place to live, they are doing so for economic reasons. Whether it be going to a different state, different city, a different town. On average, it's because they have a job there or they have family there that can help provide and nurture them. But it's all primarily economy. Sometimes people perhaps are escaping persecution, but on average, it's economic well-being. And do people who are searching for their economic well-being, do they make life better or worse than those inhabitants that are already there? Some ways they make it better. Some ways they may make it worse. I remember when I did a few jobs and I worked with recent immigrants, and the recent immigrants, I don't know if they were legal or illegal, but I'm pretty sure that they were recently, immigrated from Latin America. And they ran donuts around the ones who were born here. They had a work ethic that was not to be matched. I've heard in the South that people do have that same kind of drive and work in some places in the East Coast. But what I observed is something that I wanted to emulate. I wanted to be as hardworking as those immigrants. And now at 52, it's like I tried to do some of it I think about 2 years ago, man, and I was huffing and puffing, but it still makes you feel good, and you work up a sweat when you do that. And that's one of the things that I want to improve on is my work ethic and my self-discipline. And maybe there are others that are interested in gaining self-discipline and work ethic as well. If you have those things, you will become more powerful. You will become more strong, and the more people that you have around you that have self-discipline and work ethic, the more powerful you are. If you're just a dreg doing nothing, you can be manipulated. And also, if you're just seeking pleasure, you can be manipulated. Anyway, this has been Brian with Transparency and Merit. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. And also, if you want to, share the video. Thank you for listening.